Hi everyone, Chris here from Profit Squirrel. How you all doing? Really well, I hope. How is your match betting going? Are you making profits? Are you doing well with the new football season? I hope that you are stacking up the profits. Let me know in the comments below how you're getting on. Love hearing from you as always. So in this video, what I want to do is just give a little bit of a basic overview of the overlay method. I've basically talked about this in other videos as part of longer tutorials, but I think it's really cool to have a standalone video sometimes because it makes it easier to find when you're looking for a certain concept, and of course it allows me to focus on things a little bit more and it's not as distracting trying to find the bit that you're looking for within a longer video. So with that being said, let me give you a little overview of this method. It's a really cool thing to learn, and it basically means that you never ever have to accept qualifying losses, which is really cool. It's a way that you can place multiple match bets with zero qualifying loss and basically still lock in profit as well. It's a really cool thing, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that now. It's something that you're not always going to do, but it's a really cool thing to know how to do. So let me give you an example here. So on the screen here, I've got the basic simple calculator, the basic match betting calculator. If you've done any match betting at all, then this is going to be very familiar to you. And let me first just go and enter some example information in here. So say this is a qualifying bet. This is something that I'm doing to complete an offer, and say it's bet £20, get a £20 free bet. So my back stake will be £20, and then my back and lay odds, those are just going to be from the odds calculator, and my back and lay odds, those are just going to be from the odds matcher. So I'm just going to make those up for now. So say the back odds are 3 and the lay odds 3.5, for example. And you can see, as normal, leaving my commission at 5%, the lay commission there. This is going to tell you the result, which is probably going to be familiar for you, and it's going to show you your qualifying loss. So £3.48 no matter what happens. And then of course you will go ahead and you'll qualify for that £20 free bet, and it is all good. But for example, what if you are completing a refund if style offer, which basically means that you will only get the £20 refund if a certain thing happens. So for example, if there are more than 4 corners in the first half, if it's a football thing, or if there are more than 3 yellow cards in the whole game, or with horse racing, if a particular horse finishes second, something like that, then you're going to get the refund in those cases. Now, with offers like this, these refund offers, as you may have heard me say before, what we do is we make sure that there is a positive expected value over time. And if there is, then we keep completing these offers, because we may not trigger the refund every single time, but statistically, if we do enough of them, then we're going to be triggering a refund at some point, and that is going to make up for the refunds that we didn't trigger. If that sounds confusing, don't worry about it. You don't really need to know about that for now. But if you're interested in learning how to do refund offers, check out my video that I'm linking to below on how to complete horse racing refund offers. They're really cool. There's something that you should learn how to do. So say that's the case, right? And say I have a 1 in 5 chance, say, of triggering that £20 refund. Well, then the goal of the game is to minimize your qualifying losses, because you're not going to get that free bet every single time. And if I was happy with that qualifying loss of £3.48, then that would be okay. I'd go ahead and I'd use this method here. But if I'm thinking to myself, that is a little bit high, I don't want to be incurring a £3.48 qualifying loss every single time, then I can actually use the overlay method to remove that qualifying loss. And you might ask, where does it go? Well, I'll come to that a little bit later. But in order to overlay, go up to the mode setting here in the top right hand corner and change it from simple mode to advanced mode. Now, most of our calculators here actually have this simple or advanced mode setting. Even within the advanced calculators, you can use those calculators in a simple mode or an advanced mode. The example being maybe the Dutching calculator or early payout, something like that. And normally when you go into advanced mode, what it does is it shows you different options for the standard here, the standard qualifying bet, the overlay and the underlay bet. So we're focusing on the overlay section here. So I'm going to zoom into that for you. And you can see that what this is saying, it's giving you your lay stake here, £21.05. It's telling you what your liability will be in the betting exchange. And it's saying if the bookmaker wins, if your back bet becomes true, then you're going to lose £12.63. However, if your exchange bet comes true, then you will be at 0, 0, 0. You will break even essentially. You won't win anything and you won't lose anything. And so what we've done here, if we compare this to the standard amount, where it says the lay stake is £17.39, we are increasing our lay stake at the betting exchange. But what this allows us to do is, in the case of the exchange lay bet proving to be the correct one, which in a refund if scenario, it probably will be more of the time than it won't be. If that's the case, then we're not going to lose any money. We're going to get that 0 qualifying loss. If, however, the bookmaker back bet proves to be true and our back bet wins with the bookmaker, then we are going to make that loss of £12.63, which is greater than our original projected loss in the standard setting, £3.48. However, that would mean that you have triggered the refund, and so you would be getting a £20 free bet. So when I mentioned earlier, where does that go when you overlay? Where does that original loss at the exchange of £3.48 goes? Well, essentially what happens is that and a little bit more is taken off your overall profit once you actually qualify for the free bet. So that's just the thing to balance out when you're overlaying. You're not going to be making qualifying losses, but if you do trigger a refund, you're going to be getting less of the free bet than you otherwise would. So an example here is that we get that £20 free bet. If we had just done it in the standard way, then we would take £3.48 off that. But if we had overlaid, we would have to take £12.63 off that as well, which is still a considerable amount. However, if you are managing to keep about 80% of your free bet, if you go ahead and you use the free bet, then you should still make a nice profit, but it is going to be less than it otherwise would have been. So that's just the trade-off really. It's completely up to you how you want to go about completing these refund offers. You can use the standard way of doing it, or you can use the overlay way of doing it. If you're interested at all, you can use this custom slider at the bottom, which actually allows you to play around with these figures as well. So you can see when it's completely in the middle, we have the standard scenario, the bookmaker back bet winning equals the exchange lay bet. You know, that's the same figure there. And then we can slide it more to the right hand side and start to see different combinations of lay stakes, and we can slide it to the left and you see our lay stake goes down, and we start to get slightly different alternatives. That's if you want to play about with it. And if you want to go higher than these figures here allow, you can actually just go ahead and you can type something in like 25 or whatever it is, and that will increase the range of the slider, allowing you see here to move into more positive territory. So you could do something, for example, where you try and get yourself a little profit at the exchange no matter what happens, and then actually you're going to be losing at the bookmaker if that's the case, but you are getting that free bet as well. And if you're confident of getting a good outcome when you use that free bet, then you may not be worried about that here. So it just gives you a little bit more flexibility. I hope that makes sense. I hope you understand that, and I hope I've conveyed it in a way that is easy to grasp. If you do have any questions on overlaying or any of the situations in which you might be interested in using it, as always, let me know in the comments below and I'll get right back to you. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Don't miss out on new videos every single week from Profit Squirrel. We're over 1,000 subscribers strong now and we're growing every week. This is really turning into the best place to be for match betting content on YouTube. Hit that like button if you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all again in another Profit Squirrel vlog really soon. Thanks for watching and bye for now.